Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys having an awesome and wonderful Saturday. I hope you guys had an awesome week. I hope you guys really did finish all your Christmas shopping, and I hope you guys had a fantastic sales last week, and that this actually Q4 was actually great, especially for those who have their own private label, people who are doing retail online arbitrage. It was a great year for all of us. There's some hiccups. I know there's some of you are actually didn't perform very well in Q4. Maybe they weren't prepared, or they didn't have the marketing strategy right, or actually with retail online arbitrage this year maybe a little bit was slower sales than before. That's due to a few factors that we can discuss later on. But thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, my name is Saad Basim, and I'm Amazon active seller that I help other people in their journey on Amazon, whether it's a private label, whether retail online arbitrage, whether wholesale or pallets. That's how we do it here. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Watch all the videos that we have. We have really great content that we have a lot of likes. A lot of people really interested, and a lot of people like the content. I think we have one of the best likes to dislike ratio. We barely get dislikes because the content really great, very in-depth, and we get a great feedback. So that's been done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really happy that you guys took time from your day and Saturday, especially that's for those who are lazy and didn't finish their Christmas shopping. I really understand you. So if you're not here, but you can watch the replay, which is going to be available. But today we're going to talk about really important subject about what to do now after Q4, after the holiday sales are ended or the sales start slowing down. Now, what are the things as a business owner you need to do in order to have a great 2020, or in case to prepare better for 2020 and look at the areas that you like in your business and improve on them. And we're going to talk today about almost 6 points or tips that you really need to look for, or what the things that I'm looking for right now, or how I am strategizing exactly with my products, or what the things that I need to do right now, because our job doesn't end and keep going no matter what. No matter the holidays or no holidays, is always on the run. You're always doing something. Always remember, us as entrepreneurs, we are putting our paycheck on risk and hold, so we need to work hard all the time to make sure we get that money. There's no sleep. We don't get this Christmas 2 weeks vacation or whatever it is. We decide when we work, so we need to have a lot of discipline to make it happen. But I really appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for joining me. So let's go ahead and say hi to a few people who are joining us today. Today we have less people are joining us, and I understand why, because of the last weekend before Christmas, and I think people are just busy. If you realize even your sales a little bit slowing down now, a lot of things, people are busy, man. That's the time of the year where people get together, get their hot cocos, and they start they're starting to see their families that some of them love, sometimes you don't love, but hey, it's the holiday season. Keep it up and keep it nice. So we have Pernilla. How you doing, Pernilla? I hope you're doing fine. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you, Pernilla, you're awesome. I hope you had a great sales. Please keep us posted and updated. We have Nancy, she's the one. Nancy, she's an amazing person. Thank you so much for everything you have done for us, Nancy. You do a lot behind the scenes that people don't know about, and I just want to come here and thank you publicly and give you a lot of credit for the things that you do that people don't see behind the scenes. And we're just lucky to have you in the Facebook group, especially running the Facebook group, guys. You don't understand how hard it is to run a Facebook group. You need to have really a lot of people in the back end. It is cost money to run this Facebook group. There's a lot of filtering, a lot of paying attention to it. There's people has to be in the back end to really take care of it, and really cost money. But I really doing it to be able to help you, and we'll see how it goes. But Nancy, she's a big factor of our Facebook group, and she's the one who stood by me from the beginning, and I appreciate you so much, Nancy. Thank you so much for everything. We have Jean. How are you, Jean? I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great sales. I hope you print those t-shirts for me with Amazon FBA Giants. You know what? I was in a process of changing the name of Giants, but then I was thinking about, hey man, come on, I'm a giant myself. Look at me. And I think giants, it's not in a sense of people who are just huge or made it. No, that's about you finding yourself, finding this giant within yourself that really wants to explore and to defeat all the obstacles that we get. Actually, I just recorded a video about how to spot a fake gurus, and I'm telling you, you're gonna love that video. I'm gonna release it hopefully this week. I just finished recording yesterday. It's really nice tips of how to spot fake gurus. There's a few tips that I'm gonna show you. It's gonna blow your mind. I'm telling you, you need to stay tuned for this one. I really, it's amazing facts that you're gonna see that's really gonna help you, and I would love for you to really watch it. I'll maybe make it like a premiere event or something for you guys to watch. It's really eye-opening, and it's like Merry Christmas to you guys kind of thing video. A really nice video. Pernilla says, I'm too busy for shopping. Yes, when we are always busy. I'm telling you, our work doesn't end. I'm telling you, this business requires a lot of attention, requires a lot of cash, and really it's hard. You need to be on the hustle all the time. And I'm telling you, if you run your own business, it's difficult, but it becomes very lucrative if you know what you're doing. And it comes with experience. Jurgis, how you doing, Jurgis? I hope you're doing fine, man. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you being in the live Q&A. I really appreciate all the support that you guys have. Please, if you like the video so far, please hit the like button. Smash it hard. Give me a big thumbs up. Go ahead and hit, what's called that, the bell, whatever thingy. And subscribe to the channel. It really helps us because every time you like, actually helps the algorithm, or you comment, it helps the algorithm to move us a little bit up and become a little bit discoverable. We are nowhere to be discoverable. It's really hard to compete with all this competition that out there in YouTube, and especially in that field that I'm doing exactly in Amazon FBA is really hard. So I really need your help, guys. I really need your help. I really want to make sure we get enough subscribers or enough likes to shoot up in the algorithm so we can reach out to more people. And I really need your help, guys. I really need your help, and I hope you guys finding value. If you don't find, I don't want you just to like me. I want to make sure you really like the content, because that's the basics of me continuing with this channel and to continue to help you. But if I don't get a little bit of help from you guys, it's very hard for me to maintain, because it requires a lot of work. I mean, I'm putting 2 videos a week, one live Q&A and one tutorial, which just takes a lot of time. So please, if you can help me, I would really appreciate it. And always tells you, never be shy of asking. Asking is always nice, even in our business. Always ask, guys. Even if something that's difficult, ask small favors, and slowly work your way to bigger favors. And that's how I run my business, even with having new suppliers and new clients. You know that, always have a simple ask. Offer help all the time, and you will get it in return sooner or later. And I love the name Giants. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And we have Marion Powell. How are you, Marion Powell? Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. Hi to you. I'm very happy to have you here. Thank you so much of being here. And I hope you find a lot of value. And actually, if you guys want to watch the PPC series, is really one of the best PPC series. We get a lot of good comments on it. Go ahead and watch it. It's really important. Especially for those. It's really working very well. The same techniques that I use for my own business. And I'm telling you, I just gave you the whole template like this. So like, go ahead and do it. Then we have Nancy says, don't change the name. Thank you so much. Haha, Pernilla, great minds. Thank you. Look forward to seeing that video, Saad. Yes, it's going to be really amazing video. I was very hesitant to do it. I'm not attacking anybody. I'm not doing anything. It's really simple tactics that some gurus use. And I just wanted to make sure I'm not pointing out fingers on anybody. There's many people out there, and I'm nowhere to be close to those people who are really making millions, people who have hundreds of thousands of followers and subscribers. But hey, it's since I built this channel based on integrity, transparency, and honesty, I wanted to make sure I just come out there. If it reaches a few hundred people, I save 1 or 2 from any scams, I will be happy. But it is what it is. Really stay tuned to it. I'm gonna bug you guys to watch it. It's really nice. It's like almost 28 minutes. Dux Donald says, hey from Portugal. Thank you so much, Dux, for being here. I really appreciate you. And Lucy says, good morning, Giants. Good morning to you, Lucy. So, guys, let's get to it right now. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing right now, especially for Q4. After Q4 is done, now the sales is going down. You have enough feedback from the customers, whether reviews, whether a seller feedback, whatever it is you get now. Now is the time to work on your business and to be prepared very well to make sure that you don't run out of stock and to make sure that you improve your business and you're starting to improve for 2020. You always have to have a plan. If you see that, even me, I don't worry about Q4 that much. It's very lucrative, but I really, when I launched the last product, I didn't care if it was Q4 or not, because my plans is not only about Q4. I'm not buying a seasonal product. I'm buying a product that's going to stay with me for a long time. So that's why when I launched it, we just launched it, I don't know, 9 days or something like that, but it's really doing very well. For those who don't know, we just launched a product, and actually we're really doing well with the product. We are launching the product with only PPC. I didn't do anything else with it, and we're only 9 days. We already generated $23,000. I just want to share it with you guys so you can see full transparency. A brand new account, really going very high. Yesterday we had a really nice day. I will share it with you. It was a really fantastic day. It was 45 units yesterday at 4,000 something. It's because upside down for me, so 4,000 something, really going up, and with 0 reviews. Now, why this product doing well? Because of the differentiation we did, because of the market, which is, I am really thinking, guys, I really need your feedback on this. I'm thinking on Monday to do a live webinar talking about how to run your business in 2020. And I'm going to talk to you about what the things have been changed from last year or year before until now. What the things you need to keep up, like where to source, what are the shipping methods, what are the new things of finding product research, launching a product. And I'll be able to talk about it in 1 hour or 45 minutes, and you guys be there to give me your questions and I will answer them on the spot. And I think it's going to help you a lot, because a lot of material that out there, they're only outdated, and it's about 2013, and we are now really, the e-commerce has changed a lot, and I want to make sure we make really good video for 2020. So let me know if you really would stay for it. If I do it on Monday, if you guys would love that and you would like to come live Q&A. If it's not, I will just do it as a regular tutorial, pre-recorded, and I will launch it. But let me go back to what I'm saying. So always you need to prepare very well now. A lot of people are not doing this because they made the sales. They say, that's it, I'm fine, I'm happy. No, you need to start working a few things. So one of them, which is very important, you need to make sure you reorder right now, because the Chinese holiday is coming up. And from what I know, it's going to be from January 13 until February 6th. That's with my own supplier. Now, each supplier is going to be different. So you need to pay attention. So it could be from January 15 to February 15, depending on the suppliers. Now, what the Chinese New Year is basically a lot of employees. They get that time of the year to go back to their city, stay with the family, and that's have 1 month they do nothing. Now, there's a lot of suppliers will be open. They can receive the order, but they won't process the manufacturing because there's nobody else there. And you need to pay attention. At this time, I always like to order right now to make sure that I have enough quantity until the end of February or until the end of March, because a lot of employees, a lot of workers who goes back to the city, they don't come back to work on the factory. So if those new people who are coming into the factory, they need a training. They need someone to train them. So the quality might be different of the product that you are purchasing. So if you bought something last month with the old crew who are very experienced, maybe the new crew is not that great. So you need to pay attention to that. And I always give them a 1 month to get used to it for new workers, to get used to the new job, and then the quality will be the same. Or make sure, if you do that, to make sure that you do inspection, which is going to help you a lot. Okay? So this is number one. Make sure you order enough units. Be prepared, because you don't want to run out of stock for almost 2 months or 3 months, because you have 1 month suppliers 1 month they're off, then you have production for 1 month, then you have shipping for 1 month, depending on your product. So that could lead you to really big problem, and something that happened to me a few years back. And that's why now I am just very careful with it. And actually, we just placed an order for this product that I showed you. We just ordered 1,000 unit, which is hopefully will be shipped by the end of this month. And also for my other products, I already prepared, they placed an order. And actually, a lot of you, maybe if they ordered a lot in the Q4, they might have some left over. So put that in consideration as well. Now, number 2 is best time now to launch new products and have a cheap launches. So now is the best time for you to be able to launch a product. Not now, I'm talking about January. So if you prepare a product right now, you will be able to launch it in January, February with much less competition. You will be able to have more beneficial launch because the depth of sales is going to be much lower. So let's see the difference. For example, now a lot of volume coming in with sales, and let's say this product is selling, let's say 1,000 units per month. That means if I do my calculation for launches, that could mean that I need to give 20 units a day for 10 days to rank. Now, let's say that compared to January. January, February is one of the slowest time of the year. People are paying their debts. People are paying their credit cards. People are just coming out from a big spending season. So what happened right now on January, February, the sales are going to be less. So instead of this product selling 1,000 units, it might be selling 400 units. That means instead of launching instead of ranking with a product with 10 units, 20 units a day, maybe now you need 7 or 8. So it means your launch is going to be cheap. So that's why I didn't run any ManyChat. I didn't run any launch service or the way I launch my products in December, because it's not worth it. It's really expensive. So if you wait until January, February. And actually, me, when I launch a product right away, I do not launch it right away with ManyChat or any other services. I always make sure I run my PPC first, and then from the data, I'll be able to use other service if needed. Okay? So that's number 2. Make sure you work on new products if you want. And also, if you want to launch them in January, February, which is the best time for you to set you up very well for the spring and summer and the rest of the year. Number 3, regroup and plan for 2020. So what does that mean? Is basically I want you to sit down and look at your business and look at the product or the brand that you have and say, hey, listen, I'm setting up this year. I want to launch 2 more products. I want to expand my brand by adding 2 or 3 products extra to make sure that I really build it well. So this is important for you guys to do. I always recommend you guys, and even with my product research, when you find a product, make sure that there's other products around it that you can build a brand. So usually a brand will be from 3 to 5 products. Most likely it's going to be 2 to 3 products out of this brand is going to make 80% of your sales. So just make sure that you build it nicely. Make sure that you have exactly when you're going to launch the other 2 products, have a plan. So have your board, have your paper, whatever, your journal, and say, hey, listen, I want to launch this product this January, and in June I'm going to launch another product. So always, every time you launch a product, a brand new product with nothing in it is going to take longer time. But if you have a product already existing in your brand and adding a new product to this line, you will be much easier because you can cross promote, you can cross upsell, and you can do a lot of things if you have an existing strong a product that already running. So pay attention to this and make sure you really work on it and make sure that you really have a plan. So me, I already now know if this product doing well, surprisingly was very profitable from the get-go, from the day one. So what I'm thinking now is to basically, after the New Year's, Chinese New Year, I will launch another product within this brand. Now, the other thing I want to tell you, just because I want to be honest and transparent with you, as usual, those products, like for example, this product now, you see, everyone says, oh my God, you're making good sales and all this stuff. But you know the risk of launching a product like this, very expensive, with no reviews. If I got one bad review, it could really bring me down. It really bring the sales from whatever it is to 0 if I really have bad reviews. So That's something I understand. It could do very well right now until maybe a bad review comes in. It's in an electronic niche, which means you will get bad reviews. So if I get bad reviews, that means I have to readjust. Pivot will be a downtime for almost a month before I really get the reviews and make sure I go up. So stuff is gonna happen. I'm so exhausted. I just have allergies. So if you see me a lot doing this, which is disgusting, but I'm sorry. So that's what you need to do. Please regroup. Think about what the next products you want to do, and trust me, make a plan. Always have a plan and deadlines. Number 4, improve in current products, because now we have the best feedback we got, because we have the most sales, we got more reviews this year, we got more feedback. So now is the time to start working on existing products that you think are doing well. So what are the things that you need to look at? Look if you want to improve, one, the style, or introducing a new model. So let's say, for example, I was selling this all the time. Now a lot of competition coming in. There's a new model which is made with different material, much better than this. So maybe now we can consider actually launching, replacing the one that you have with a new product, with a new model, or adding a new variation with the same one and test it if it's gonna work. So it's really important to improve on the products according to the feedback that you get. Number 2, you need to start working on the packaging. So if you see your packaging is lacking, or your packaging is not great. So this product, when I launched it with really bad packaging because I wanted to test the market. Not testing the market, is more like I just wanted to make sure I get it in fast. So we don't work on the packaging. Now, actually the new order is going to have a different packaging, really nice packaging, very beautiful, because the profit margin is high, so we can really have a high quality packaging. So try to work on your packaging, on the writing, on the design, because this is a tip for you guys. One of the main things to hire the experience, the seller's experience, buyer's experience, is by having this unpackaging experience, okay, unboxing experience. So you need to make sure that's really the packaging reflects on the product's quality. And when someone else is like, oh my god, it's good, like look, iPhone, Samsung, they have really nice packaging that really goes well, and I think you need to work on it. See what you can do to improve it. And also always nice to have the packaging in your main image, because if you have it in the main image and you have the product front of it and see how good quality of the packaging is going to help you to sell more, because it's going to show you that you're a superior product with a better quality, that you as a brand owner, you're taking care of your business, you really look for the highest quality. At the same time, it will you'll be able to charge more in some instances. Now, number 3, on what you need to improve in your product, you need to improve your insert card. So now if you have insert card, I have a product that I've been running for a year, which is the supplement. Now I'm actually changing the insert card. I am changing it up a bit. I'm going in and I'm changing the link to ManyChat link. I am trying to give different promotion, or maybe I added a new product to my product line and I would like to add another product with a percentage in the insert card. So for example, if I'm selling this product and I have this another product in the same store, but they're related, I can say, hey, in the insert card of this product, I can say, hey, also thank you so much for whatever it is. In the insert, it's like, hey, you can get 15% on anything on the store, and that's gonna help you to improve on it. So improve to increase the sales on it. And number 4, work on your email sequence. I see, as we talked about a lot, email sequence is getting some hit because the email sequence, they're not Amazon compliant. So you need to make sure that you really work on your email sequence, see how you can change it, improve it, and that's going to help you to increase the sales, because now you have a slow season, so you need to work on those things. Number 5, explore new options of launching a product, or exploring new options of building your email list. So start looking, if you're established, if you're already selling on Amazon, you're already making sales, now for you to go to the next step, because I do not recommend a newbie to come in, do launches with BBC, launch on Amazon, go ahead, do Facebook ads, do ManyChat, do influencers, do marketing. It's just, you're not gonna be good at everything. You will suck at it and you will fail. I guarantee you that much. because unless you're Superman, you'll be able to do it. But most of the people that I know, they don't. So what I think, you should launch with Amazon. Now, if you're established, now start looking into ManyChat, start looking into Facebook ads, and starting building this new email sequence and build this email list. Also, cut the fat. Cut the fat, what I mean, not fat like the fat I have on my body. I'm talking the fat that you have in your business. So if you have multiple products and few of them are actually not doing very well, you're just having cash flow restricted in that specific product that they're not selling, I think is the time now to reevaluate your business and see if it's worth it to continue selling those products. So what I recommend, that be very honest with yourself. A lot of times we get attached to the products that we have because we put so much effort, we've been selling for a year, but we're in an active market where a new source comes in. People have bigger budgets. Maybe they can sell the product for a lower price, or they can source it for a lower price because lower quality. Whatever it is the case, I think the time now to see if it's worth it. So remember when I told you about the supplement, which is very hard niche, I am really considering if it's worth my time to continue with it, because much easier for me to launch other products in different niches at a lower cost and less effort from me. It's really is very requires a lot of time, requires a lot of capital, and that's something that I really need to look into this year. And I'm thinking about it. Actually, I was just talking about it with my wife before I came. I was like, I don't know if I want to continue with it, or continue marketing the product a lot, or just leave it and let it sell. Instead of selling 30 units a day, maybe we can sell 15 units or 12 units and leave it there, get the cash, invest in a new product. So that's another thinking I'm thinking. So you can look at your business, see the things are not doing well, remove them, and focus on the things that are working and build them better, refine them, optimize them, to make sure that you really get the best out of them and maximize the sales. Because if you have a product that's really doing well, selling 20 units, if you put more attention to it, more marketing, take a lot of marketing effort, money effort from the product is not doing very well, invested in this product, you will get the sales. At least instead of selling 20, maybe sell 25, because you're putting more marketing. So that's going to balance it out a bit. Okay. So this is what you need to do to improve your current products and what the things you need to look at. But also you need number 5, which is consider partnering up with your opposite, which is really difficult, and I get burned a lot with partnership. It's not something I would just tell you go ahead and do it. But if you really feel comfortable with someone, you have the structure, if you have the right contracts in place. I got burnt from a lot of scumbags out there, and I just believed in them as a young entrepreneur, and I got burnt overnight because I wasn't prepared for it, because I was, hey, we all good, blah blah blah. But when it comes to business, people are very, very vicious. People are just low lives, and you need to make sure you really partner up with someone who's the opposite of you. And I'm not saying do not partner up, because this thing that happened to me with a few partners is actually really put me in a bad spot financially, emotionally. Hard was on me, on my family. Made me go away to Kuwait for 6 months just to readjust and come back. But I'm still, do not let this situation define me or define the other people I'm gonna deal business with, because there's a lot of good people out there that really have the right business mind and you can partner up with, which is I'm partnering up with few people right now, but I'm more cautious for sure. I have more contract in place. I have had a contract, but on a piece of paper, nothing notarized and stuff like that. So I'm just taking it more seriously this time. But try to consider someone. So if you are really good at, let's say, launching products, but let's say you're very good at finding product, but you need someone to know how to launch a product, maybe you partner up with someone and figure out some kind of percentages. When I do a partnership, especially because of the knowledge I have, I do not accept anything less than 50%. There's few instances I accepted less, but very rare, very, very special situations. Now, so you can do that, and Number 6, get financial help to grow. So a lot of us, as we know, this business is a lot of cash flow issues. So what do you need to look at? You need to look at, do I need more cash to inject into this business to grow it a little bit higher? Because this is the difference, which is hopefully I'm going to make a video about working capital, cash flow, how important it is, how we can seek some financial help, is basically, if you get the business running and making profit, you put it in. Let's say a business, you're putting $10,000 and you generate every month $3,000 in profit. If you put that into the business, yes, will be good, will grow, but it will grow at a very lower rate. But if you inject more money into it, it's going to help you to launch more products, launching multiple products that you can really expand your brand and start making more money with it. So if you're able to get that chance, like for example, you get financial help, whether money that you have, or you can ask a bank, or actually there is some services out there that I just used for getting a financial help, and they accept you very quickly, like seller funding. Really, really nice people. I know the CEO, and it was really easy. It's the same rates as Amazon lending, which is really great, and they do not tap into your they do not check your credit score. More they check is your Amazon health. So how the Amazon account is going, how much sales is making, how is the feedback, how is the relationship between you and Amazon, all that, and they give you based on that, which is really, really great, especially for those who are living outside. Like for example, me, I'm in Canada. If I run a business in the US, I'm not able to get financing from the US because I'm not a US resident. I'm not able to get an Amazon lending because I am outside of the US. And also I cannot take lending from Canada itself because they say you're running business outside, not in Canada, so you won't be able to qualify for it. So having this service, really, really helpful for people who are having maybe bad score, credit score, or actually outside of the country that's still running a business in the US but need more financing. So really, really look into it, see if you really need it to inject more money into your business once you improve it. And we'll talk about when is the best time to use lending, blah, blah, blah. I'm not telling you go ahead and put your credit card without knowing the business. I'm not going to let you start that. But if something is improving, if a business already running and generating money every month and profit, you can't use someone else's money to leverage it if you need it. Now, number 7, which is almost the last one, let someone else evaluate your product. Let someone else with experience, someone else with more advanced than you, ahead of you, to be able to seek their help, whether it's paid, whether it's just a friend that you know. Go ahead and ask them about your business. Let them look at your business because they have more experience than you. They will evaluate, like, hey, this product is not good. I think you should let it go. I think you should invest more here. You should build this. You're lacking this. You're lacking that. And these are things that are really going to help you, and really, really important. So these are basically the 7 steps that I have, which is more than 7 because the tip number 4 had 5 or 6 points within it. But these are the things that you need to look for after the holidays, and what the things that you need to look at. And this is what I'm doing right now. So that's been done. Please ask me a question if you have any question. If you don't have, we can have an early Saturday and everyone goes home. Let's see. Marion Bell says, really appreciate everything you put into giving us this content and know how hard work it is, how hard work it takes on the back end. Thanking all at Team Giants. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Marion. Yes, it takes a lot, but hey, we're in a very competitive business. We need to keep thriving, offering the best product, the best customer service, and that's what's going to help us to build it. At the end of the day, this is a business what we're running here, but slowly, hopefully, we'll make it profitable. But it's all about helping people. You need to give. If you help someone, genuinely helping someone, not I'm helping because I want to get something in return. No, I genuinely like to help people. I'm helping you. I know it's going to pay off at the end, but always try to help, because you don't know how much a little message or little advice to someone could change really their business. And I'll be happy. I'm more than happy to be a part of that. That's why I'm doing the live Q&A with you. I'm giving you the Facebook group, which is I'm very active there. I answer your questions, and Nancy also is there all the time to help you as well. It also takes time for suppliers to catch up the backlog and RAM backup after holidays. Yes, it takes time, which is normal. All right, guys, do you have any question for me or no questions? I'm gonna wait for 2 seconds until you guys really give me your questions, and I'll be able to tackle them for you. But if you don't have any, we can call it a night. But let me know, guys, about Monday. Do you want me to do the live webinar? Is going to be all about how to think, or what's the mindset for 2020, how the business is being changed, what the things you need to pay attention for in 2020 to make sure that you have a successful Amazon FBA business. Let me know if that's really you want that. Very good question. He says, Chinese Food says, hey Saad, congrats on the new product. What's the new product price range and your estimate profit? The price range from 100 to 200 bucks. I'm selling at $100 right now. It cost me $33 to get it. My profit margin $44. So every time I put $33 after Amazon fees and everything, I make $44 back. So we are very profitable. Our PPC is actually, you know what? We are at 22% on PPC, which is really great, and with no reviews. So let me see if I can take a screenshot right now from my campaign and actually show it to you. I think it'll be great. Okay, 21.66, and just let me make sure I snip it like you know it. Give me a second. Is there anything here? No, it's good. Oh no. I'm gonna close my account. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, this is the one, so I'm gonna share with you right now. So this is it, guys. So this is the things that I have so far. Is basically we spent $4,388 for the past 9 days or 10 days. We generated over $20,000 in sales, and 21%. My ACOS, my break-even ACOS is 44%. So we're making money even with this. So I can run PPC all the time and see what happens. It's really, 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 really nice and really cool. This is the power of launching a product that high in price. It's very easy to manipulate the PPC, very easy to run it. A lot of things become much easier for you to do. So I really recommend high-end prices. This is the first time I go that high, and I'm very excited about it. No, actually, no, that's not true. That's not my first time. The first time I did it with $150, was doing very well, the product, but we got a patent issues because after we launched the product, someone filed for a patent and we weren't able to sell it, which is really crazy. So that happened. And it was working very well, but we couldn't reorder more because every time we order a new design was getting patent, and we had to let it go. Sometimes you have to take that decision, but this one's working fine. Pernella says, are you changing anything in your insert? Yes, I just said I'm changing a few things in my insert card. I'm cross-promoting with other products that I just launched, so make sure that they cross-promote. At the same time, I'm changing my landing page. We always use Zone Pages as a landing page, as a giveaway page or lead magnet, whatever it is. I'm changing one now. I'm testing one with ManyChat to be able to have the link, to have the QR in it. And when someone scans it, bring them to right away to Facebook Messenger. And there will be a different flow sequence that's going to target them to, subscribe and also leave more reviews and, just build the email list. Pernilla says, since there has been a lot of talk about the insert. Yes, there's a lot of talk about the inserts because now a lot of people are worried about their email sequence that might not work. A lot of people are getting this 30-day restriction that they cannot send any email follow-up sequence. So they're worried that this is going to take off the whole thing out of the Amazon system, or you need to pay Amazon to be able to get the access to the email sequence. We don't know yet, but that's the chatter, what is happening. So you need to focus a lot about insert card. But let me tell you something. I have seen 2 people who came to me for help because of their insert card. And when I'm sorry, not the insert card, because of their email sequence. And I looked at their email sequence and I found a few things that were flaggy. So do not be worried. My email sequence is still running. I have no issues. It could happen tomorrow, after tomorrow. I'm not sure. I mean, something could happen. But until now, I have no issues with it. I'm still sending email sequence. My email sequence is very, very well written. Very different than other people and really working fine for me. Nial MC Oli says, "Hi Saad, I launched 10 days ago. I sell out in days. Won't be able to restock till the end of January. Should I reduce my PPC to reduce sales off so my stock will last?" No. Don't do that. I see a lot of people do that. They want to slow the sales. I'm actually gonna run out tomorrow, and 300 units almost done in 10 days. No, you want to run out with the same sales velocity. So if you have the same sales, oh my God, if you have the same sales velocity, let's say you're selling 30 units a day, and you keep running with the same velocity when you run out, the last transaction that happened with the same sales velocity, Amazon's gonna remember it. They're gonna say, hey, this guy, he actually had very good sales velocity before it ran out. Now he's back in stock. They're gonna give you the chance to come back and do better and better. So for me, do not run out of stock. You're going to run out of stock. I'm going to run out of stock actually a few days, and I'll be out maybe for 2-3 weeks. I'm not worried about it. So this is the steps I'm doing. I'm running the same PPC, increasing my PPC, making sure I really run velocity, very high velocity when I run out. Then the next step, I'm going to close the listing, which is, everyone knows that. Number 3, you need to suppress your listing. And how you suppress your listing? By changing the main image to an image that against Amazon term of service. So if you have an image with a white background, you can go ahead and change the white background to black and add some badges, and the system will flag it and you will get suppressed. So that's what you need to do, and trust me, it works very well. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I hope that helps. Carl says, I have a question. Just ask it, Carl, and I'll be more than happy to answer it. And thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Chinese Food says, would also like to know how much it costs for a quality package. Right now, I'm using plastic bag and the factory carton is not good looking either. Yes, packaging, it depends. So you can get for $1, $1.50, $2. Our packaging is going to be a higher end because we can afford it. We're actually going to go with something at least $3 per packaging. But this is a big product, so that's why it's expensive. And I think I insisted of having this because I want to make sure the whole brand blends very well together. They all have the same theme. Presents very nice. I even to the details of the product itself. For all the differentiation I put, everything has my logo on it to present it as a very nice. Everyone opens up like, wow, what's this? And really, I'm going for that look. So, but you're going to be cheap. Don't forget, if you already have an existing packaging, that means they already charged you for it. Now, to change it to colored or to change it to something customizable, you will just pay the difference. So it could be maybe 50 cents or 30 cents, depending on the size of the product, the thickness of the product. So there's a lot of factors goes in it. But ask your supplier and make sure you get a packaging that's a little bit thick, because you don't want something to be very flimsy, because it will really break. So make sure it's a little bit thick, okay? And they go with pointers and stuff like that. Dux Durango says, hi Saad, first of all, let me thank you for your channel, for sharing your knowledge with us, and after all, your shares are always transparent and no Lamborghini needed. Yes, sir. I won't fit in the Lamborghini. That's why. About my question. I am an wholesaler and used to have about 700 products on my list, but recently I have cleaned my list and stay just with my best sellers product, which I sent to FBA program, and working on other products every day. My question is, which is the minimum ROI percentage that you advise? My goal is in the future launch my own product, but while this doesn't happen, I'm wholesaler that try to keep growing the business. Very good question. Now, for wholesaler, depending what kind of wholesaler you are. Now, if you have a regular wholesaler, for example, I'm buying this cream every time from the same supplier every month, I can buy the same thing over and over. Yes, you will get, your percentage is going to be very low. And also the return on your investment is going to take at least 3 months to get back. So usually it's going to be 20 to 30%. So if I'm buying this product, 20 to 30% return on investment. So basically, if I am selling this product for $10, I want to make $2 to $3 extra because it's a replenishable product. Everyone has access to it, so you will be able to benefit 20 to 30% on the next 3 months, which is the turnaround in your inventory, right? But if you buy a wholesaler and you buy things that are being discontinued or things that let's say, give me a second. Let's say, for example, right now, we, which is after 2020, is going to be a lot of things for retail arbitrage, people, online arbitrage, wholesalers, they're going to have opportunities. They're going to get a lot of returns or a lot of shelf pulls. So if I get a product like this, shelf pulls, and they have only 100 units, it's not going to be replenishable every month, but they can have 100 of them dead stock, or something that's sitting there, shelf pulls. So what you can do, this is you can make more money because you have less competition. It's not something you're going to buy every month. In this case, you can double up your money. So if I buy something for 10, I will make another $10. So $20 will be the gross profit, $10 for me, $10 the cost of the product. You can go lower if you want, 70, 80% return on investment, but that depends on you, how comfortable you are, how many products you have. But I think you did a very good thing by cleaning all your stock and make sure you focus on things that are working. I highly, highly recommend wholesale. It's very, very good business model, very, very scalable. And I think launching your own brand, because you have a lot of data. You one of the people who have very, very beautiful data. Because me too, when I do retail online arbitrage, I get a lot of ideas from the products that I get or the product that I source, which has helped me to do a private label, to be able to give me a new product idea that I can launch as a private label. So I really think you should focus, seek help, and make sure that you start working on another brand, which is private label brand that you are in control of. The other thing, which wholesale, which is I forgot, which is another type, which is you can do exclusive deals with established brands that established outside of e-commerce. So a lot of times you're gonna find, for example, private label product that's really sucking very hard because they're lacking reviews, they're lacking images, they're lacking marketing, they're lacking copyright. You can go ahead and actually partner up with them, tell them, hey, listen, if we make a profit, or I can buy the product for a specific price, then I sell it for more profit, but you will take care of all the back end work. That also works, and you want to be exclusive partner in this. So I hope that was helpful, Ducks. Carl says, what's your opinion of insert card asking for honest review? Will people criticize your product more than usual? Okay. Like, I do not ask this stuff. Hey, give me your honest feedback. I do not do that. So me, I say, hey, listen, we're a small family business. We're really thriving to offer the best customer service and the best product out there in the market. And your feedback is important to us. If you will share your feedback, whether the link you give them for review, product review, and tell them, hey, listen, your feedback is very important to us and to other people to let them know about the quality of our product. So I do not say honest review. I just phrase it in a way of, hey, your feedback. We are a small business that we're trying to get our word out there. And that's how I would use it. But there's nothing wrong with asking for a review. Like, even if you say honest review, go ahead and do it. But to me, I'm just trying to do it indirect. Thanks. And Pernilla said, thanks a lot for input on insert card. Thank you so much, Pernilla. You're always there. You're very, very welcome, and I really appreciate you for all the help you're doing in the Facebook group as well. You're very active, and I appreciate your support. Chinese Food says, "Hey Sad, for pricey item $100, what's the PPC bid for main keyword? Like $5? Is there a way we would know beforehand to know a certain keyword's bid range?" Very good question. Very good question, Chinese. I actually was very surprised because my supplement product, which is sells for $40, it's actually cost per click is more expensive than the product that I just launched with a higher price. My clicks $3, $4 for supplement, which is really itself from the profit margin. You will get around 20% net profit, even sometimes less, sometimes a little bit higher, depending on the market or the day the market wants to behave. Actually, for this large product, I was surprised it takes only $2, $2.50. And now, keep in mind, I'm not even advertising very, very heavily. I am just doing enough to make those sales. I really believe if we maintain a good conversion, because our unit session percentage or conversion, it's 27%, which is really great from the get-go with 0 views. That means, and I didn't even push my PPC yet. So I believe if we get the reviews right, if we work on our images a little bit more, if we do the packaging correctly, because I didn't do the images 100%, I didn't work on my enhanced brand content or A+ content yet. I really believe if I push the PPC even more, I believe, honestly, we can sell over 60, 70 units a day. I really believe that because the market is too big. Because this is something I will, if you really want to do it in Monday, if you really want to stay tuned for webinars, for webinar for 2020, I want to talk about the market size because it's very important. It's not about, hey, I want to find a product in high demand, low competition. It doesn't work this way. This is very vague, very, very vague. You want to talk about market size. Market size and your strategy and your need is going to help you to decide what's good for you. Okay, so please let me know about this. Really important for me. If you want to do it on Monday, if you want to, you want. If you don't want, I just pre-recorded and done. But I really wanted to make it interactive. Now, for PPC range, there is websites out there. Like for example, Jungle Scout is going to give you a range of how much is it, but it's never accurate. Honestly, never accurate. Even the data that Amazon give you as suggested bid is not accurate. It's not accurate. It's going to tell you $1 and may cost you $3 or $4. So it's very hard to tell, but that's all depends on the market, the competition, how many sellers out there, and that's what's going to bring it up or down. Now for supplement, always high because it's a subscription plan. You can get the customer and they will be reordering all the time from you, which is really, that's why it's expensive, because you have more value in the company when you sell it. You have returning customers, but it all depends on the market, man. What else we got? All right. Please, yeah, just let me know. Let me know. What do you think, guys, about how you want to prepare for after Q4? Let me know what you think about Monday. Let me know what's in your mind. What's the things you're afraid of? What the things that you are really holding you back from taking a leap of faith and starting a business or launching a new product? Is a very scary thing, but you won't be able to get the results if you don't take a little bit of action or take a little bit of a step further. So for example, they tell you, Wayne Gretzky says, you will miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So take some. If you don't take a shot, you'll never know the result. So you need to take a step and do it slowly. Listen to the right people and you will do it. Now, stay tuned for the video that I did about the fake gurus. You're going to see numbers that really eye-opener. It's very eye-opening. You're going to think about it, you're going to say, oh my God. You're going to see how hard is the business. But with experience, with a little bit of failures, you need to praise failures, guys. Failures are very important. I fail every day, and I fail miserably. A lot of projects I do, sometimes I fail on them. Some of them work, sometimes it doesn't. But the key is continuing doing the same thing over and over. It becomes very frustrating. I'm telling you, very frustrating. Sometimes it becomes very hard in your mental state. You're doing many things, you don't see the results. But I think about it this way. Everything I'm doing is like I'm planting seeds. More seeds you plant, you have bigger chance of getting 1 or 2 or 3 of those seeds are going to grow to become a really, really solid flower or blossoms or something like that. So for me, trust me, I get scared. I get scared every time I launch a product. I get scared when I get a new business or opening a new, this is how I started Facebook, how I started the Facebook group, how I started YouTube. It's not something that was in my agenda. I swear to you, it wasn't something in my agenda. But I needed to put myself out there. And slowly is going to work. This is something we don't learn in schools. Something that nobody's going to teach us how to become entrepreneurs, how to do the taxes, how to manage the business, how to manage with people, how to build relationships. It's very, very hard. But hey, man, do what you can and keep improving, and it'll be fine. Slowly, I guess. Yes. Chinese food, is the webinar will be on YouTube? Yes, will be on YouTube. If you guys really give me a comment after you watch it in the next 2 days, please tell me, yes, I would love to have the webinar. You will attend, so I'll be able to do it, and make sure that I get your feedback while I'm saying the things that I'm going to say. I really think there's a big changes for 2020 that you need to pay attention to, you need to implement, or you need to work on to make sure you have a better successful market. So now you need to understand. You know what? I know we take a little bit more time, but I want to explain this. The marketplace, the business e-commerce has changed a lot. Okay, has changed a lot in a sense of competition. Now, before you used to throw any products on Amazon and it's gonna work, no matter what, regardless, it's gonna work. Not a lot of competition. Now, since we have a lot of knowledge, a lot of attention on Amazon, the competition or the new sellers are coming in a little bit rapidly, but a lot of them still don't have the right techniques to implement it. So a lot of them fails. Now, also at the same time, a lot of them are not working towards a brand. They're not working towards refining their business, refining their strategies, getting more in depth or committing more into a product. So if you have a business that a lot of people getting into it, is going to get saturated in a sense of your Facebook marketing is going to be more expensive. PPC could be more expensive. The shelf time of the product could be shortened. But if you differentiate yourself enough in a way of you building your brand, you have a presence everywhere, which is a lot of people are still not doing, you will be able to capitalize. And you need to look for markets where you can become a leader, in a business where you can become number 1 or 2 or 3 or 5, whatever it is, in the top 5. And always be honest with yourself when you take that leap of faith. If I see this product and I look at my competitors, am I able to compete with them? Am I able to take their sales or take over or take their position? You need to ask yourself that. If you cannot do it, then it's not for you. But hey, let me know. I'm in for webinar. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate you. If you are doing the webinar, will it be at the same time as this one? If you guys let me know, because I know a lot of you on vacation, a lot of you are in actually holiday now for Q4 for Christmas. So it depends. If you guys want it in the morning, you want it in the afternoon or at the evening, I don't mind doing it at any time of these, and I think it's gonna be awesome. So you let me know what the time that you guys want. Afternoon, morning, afternoon, or at night, and we'll be able to build something around it. Hi Sad, I got a good trending product. I'm selling it for about 1 year and making between 5 to 10K. Should I scale it to other marketplaces in Europe, etc., or should I stay in one and launch a new product? Very good question. Very, very good question about expansion and when you do expansion. I will tell you something. I believe not thinning yourself. I don't believe and hey, I'm getting a product, is running, I'm gonna launch in every marketplace. I think you're gonna thin yourself very much, and you won't be able to expand. You won't be able to expand your product. I believe if you build the brand and have multiple products, then you can launch them in different marketplaces. Now, there's some instances, for example, very odd, which is I'm partnering up with a friend of mine who's in Germany, and we're actually the product we're launching, we're going to be launching in Germany and also in UK. But that's different because I don't recommend it because it's only one product. But he's doing it because he lives in Germany, he lives in the UK, and also it helps him with financial investment. It's easier for him to get loans if you have a business in Germany or in the UK. That's why he's doing it, because of the financing. But I do not recommend going right away. You can run it and see how it works, but you need to know now there is a Brexit that's happening in the UK. You don't know how the marketplace is going to react, how everything is going to go. And I'm not experienced in UK, and I mean, I'm good with product research and all this stuff, but I don't have hands-on experience on launching a product myself. Like, it's very easy to launch PPC, it's the same concept. Finding a product is the same concept. Differentiating the same concept. Attacking suppliers, doing cover, is all the same. But me, myself, I haven't launched physically a product. Don't forget there's a VAT, 20% that you need to put in. The profit margin gets lower. So for me, try to see what happens. But I'd rather launch a new product and see what you can do, because that means if you're ordering 1,000 units right now for the US, that means you're going to order another 500 for UK or 300. That's going to cost more. I think you build it nicely, then you launch it, you're going to get better results. But that's only my opinion. I think maybe you can do it better if you launch it. Maybe you can get better results. You know, maybe I'm talking from my behind. I never know. But no. Marion says, I will definitely tune in Monday if afternoon your time. If not, we'll catch up. So afternoon. Yeah, it's true. You're in UK. All right. Yeah, it could be an afternoon. I don't mind it, honestly. Afternoon, whatever it is. I am free, I believe. I know I have a mastermind I'm running, but let me see. No, I should be fine. My mastermind is at 4 o'clock, so anything before 4 o'clock, yes, I'll be more than happy to do it. So guys, I hope you really get value. I really hope that this is, I know, not the subject a lot of people are going to talk about. It's not a subject that someone will come out there tell you how to prepare after Q4. A lot of people that just want to talk about the good things, about, hey, look at my sales, look at this, look at that. Is more about, I want to more teach you about how to run your business, what things you look for, what are your blind spots that you need to look at to make sure you improve, and do not do the same mistakes as other people. And I know you work hard for your products. I know you work hard for making that money, and I want to make sure you really do everything possible to reduce the risk of losing money or losing an opportunity that comes up. So, guys, as usual, I love you all. Thank you for being a giant. Thank you for being here with me in this channel. Thank you so much for you coming here and just having a chat with me and having a coffee and with discussing things, how to grow our business. I really love this intimate relationship. I mean, intimate relationship. Wow, intimate relationship. I don't mean it this way. I mean to have this relationship where we can talk and discuss it live, Q&A like this, because it really helps. There's a lot of things I'm not able to explain in text, but in talk is much better and becomes more clear. And please, if you didn't subscribe yet, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share the product with other people. And every time you like my video, it will help the algorithm. Every time you comment, it helps the algorithm. And every time you like, actually is going to help you to show up, my new video show up in your feed, and you can watch the newest videos. And if you have any requests for any video, please leave it in the comment, and let's make it happen, guys. Thank you so much for everything, and I'll see you again, and have happy shopping. And I'll see you hopefully Monday. Okay? Thank you. Take care, everybody.